I'm Tim McDonnell. This is in the FCS Huddle. Two leagues that aren't playing for the playoffs. You look at the Ivy and you look at the Pioneer. This week, Harvard plays Penn. It's at Penn. Obviously, this game has a lot of implications because these teams still have a lot to play for. The Ivy League title, at least a share for the title, is up for grabs. Harvard comes into the game. They scored 69 points last week versus Columbia. Penn, on the other hand, beat Princeton by a touchdown. A lot of teams both have a lot to play for. I think that offense for Harvard is just so underrated. Colton Chappell, he became the single-season leader in Harvard history for touchdowns. He threw his 21st last week. But Penn quarterback Billy Ragone, he's also dangerous on his feet and with his arm. I think it'll be a great game at Franklin Field. It could be a toss-up. I'm going to go with Harvard. The offense, I think, is just too much. In the Pioneer, you have Butler and Drake. Now, Butler's been a great story. They were picked 7th in the preseason in the Pioneer Football League, and Butler now is at the top, undefeated in the Pioneer, and they have a chance to win the title outright for the first time in program history. Drake's obviously a very good team. They had a disappointing loss last week. Drake has a good defense. I think Drake could pull, I guess you could call it an upset, but Butler also, Matt Lancaster, the quarterback, and Trey Heater. If Trey Heater's healthy this week, Lancaster and him have just been having phenomenal seasons. I like Butler in that one. Then two conferences obviously still playing a lot. They still have a lot to play for in the playoffs. Northern Arizona out of the Big Sky, they're playing Southern Utah this week. Now, Southern Utah, in their conference games this season, hasn't necessarily been blown out. They've all been relatively close games. Southern Utah, it's their last game of the season. Brad Sorensen, the quarterback there, I think he has the ability to put up some big numbers against that Northern Arizona defense. Northern Arizona's got to be careful in that one. Then another game to look at, Colgate and Lehigh. How many people would have circled this game on the calendar earlier in the season? It's obviously a big game because the playoff spot for the Patriot League is up for grabs. Colgate and that offense is just the double Mac attack of Jordan McCord and Gavin McCarney. It's just been insane these last couple weeks. Then they get to play Lehigh, who just keeps finding ways to win. Lehigh survived last week at Holy Cross. It's going to come down to maybe whatever team scores 50, whoever scores 50 points first, or whoever has the ball last. Either way, that's a toss-up. It's a little bit of an advantage for Lehigh because it's at home. Either way, it should be a good one. I'm Tim McDonnell. This is in the FCS Huddle.